Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Laying Under the Car with Seth. Just doing some preliminary evaluation here, putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. Let me flip this around. Yeah, we're still recording. Puddle of oil right there on the ground from where I pulled the car in. Bottom of the engine's got oil on it. The oil filter was less than hand tight. It had like a quarter spin till it went tight. That's a problem. So the oil's leaking out of it. This wire right here is what was hanging down that they were telling me was the O2 sensor. Again, these were just two flamboyantly gay tweakers that were telling me what was wrong. That is not what that is. That is a low oil sentinel with that wire hanging down. The engine computer system thought that it had no oil in the engine, so I think that might be why it's in limp mode. We'll find out here in a second. The loud exhaust is coming from these flanges right here. This clamp right here, there's supposed to be another one right there, and there isn't. And there's supposed to be another one right here, and there isn't. So these two flexible pieces right here clamp in. So from there to there should be clamped to this piece of pipe. And that clamp's just missing. And then this little flexible piece from here to here, this clamp's missing. I think that's what's up. At any rate, there's a big hole in it right here. So I think what happened was somebody went off-roading in this car. You got some hay stuck up underneath there. We got grass and shit stuck up under here. This is a low-riding little sporty car. Not supposed to be driven off-road. You got some hay up in here. You can see that these have been ripped back, right? And that wire's been ripped back. This inner fender well's missing right here. So I think somebody went off-road in this thing. Right here's a bunch of dirt up in a wheel well, some more hay and shit. I think somebody whoop-de-doodled off the road and ripped off their oil sentinel. And that makes them think that the car is all fucked and it's in limp mode. So it could be that simple. I didn't have a random misfire on cylinder 6 yet. Not random, but a misfire on cylinder 6. I don't know exactly what that's from yet. We're going to dig in some more. You know, it's a pre-work day. And just monkeying around a little bit here. I took the cover off the top of the angina here. This has been removed and all the hardware's been lost. It's zip tied in now. Somebody has played with that back in there. The air box is missing some hardware. So I'm wondering if there's even an air filter in there. We're going to take a look because that's your mass airflow sensor. And if it's filthy, everything else is going to be running like shit. So if I had 3 hands, I'd keep working while I'm doing this, and you could watch, but I don't. All right. I'm just checking the oil, just to make sure there's oil in it so I can play with it. The oil's filthy, as is the transmission fluid. Let's see, what do we got here, fellas? Maybe ladies, too. I don't know. Is any ladies watching this shit? All right, it's got oil in it, so my dude that sold me this thing at least kept the oil in it, or at least maybe whatever happened to it recently, and that's that. All right, so interesting air intake here. They cut out a piece of the cover here. This is funny. I like this. You know, this is a design thing. They cut a piece of that the cover off of it here like this, so you can see that, because it kind of looks like a turbo. You know what I mean? Makes it look fast. Why does the Plenum look like that? I don't know. It just does. Is it going back on? Yeah, we'll find out. We'll see. There's all kinds of things. I was checking to make sure that we didn't have massive air intake leaks here. It doesn't appear that we do. Everything's clamped back to the mass airflow sensor, so that's a good sign. Got oil in it. For some reason it cranks real slow. I don't know if that battery's pooped out or not. Cold. Memphis, Tennessee. Of course, it's not clamped down, right? Is it clamped down? It's not clamped down. Okay. Doesn't look like an old battery, so I don't know why it cranks slow. So yeah, we're about to clear codes. Well, no, I'm not going to clear codes. We're going to see what kind of codes we can glean out of it here real quick. About to fire it up again and see what happens.